Previously on Follow the Leader.
Today, we're playing Ironsworn, a tabletop RPG of perilous quests by Sean Tompkin. For those of you who are new to this game, here are the basics. In the Ironsworn tabletop role-playing game, you are a hero sworn to undertake perilous quests in the dark fantasy setting of the Ironlands. You will explore untracked wild, fight desperate battles, forge bonds with isolated communities, and reveal the secrets of this harsh land. Most importantly, you will swear iron vows and see them fulfilled no matter what. I am playing Bazda Steeltreads, a grizzled older woman who has long, I would say salt and pepper braids, but like fully shaved head on her face, but like she's blonde. So like it's more of like a sort of a sifted flour. Like a sort of like golden and white sifted flour kind of vibe.
I am playing Sigurd Silverloom, who is as old as Bazda, and thus should be grizzled, but is not. He moisturizes, he conditions his beard, he is just a friendly guy to everyone he meets. Very sociable. His highest stat is heart. He's just a real like people person. He's a dwarf, and he is kind of like the personal relations and like human relations, dwarven relations, like member of our party.
Okay, well, I'll take that moment to introduce Geralf Shockcoppers. Geralf is what I would describe as strong of mind, but stunningly weak of chin. A good drinking partner, and no stranger to a little bit of underhand maneuvering. He's got wild red hair, very intricately braided side locks, and a very carefully trimmed and cultivated set of friendly mutton chops. He's also got ragged hair up and down his arms and legs, and a slightly crooked nose and some silvery front teeth from just a few too many smart words during an evening's revelry, as well as light rust brown eyes that are bright and alive.
I stick my shield in the ground and like use it as like a cow tipper, or what's it called? Like a car, not a car, a train,
yeah,
whatever those are called.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, cow tipper.
Mm-hmm. And just like start to charge, and then behind me, I'm like, Bazda, get him! And you just do your chopping.
Start wailing at him, yeah. I don't answer to you!
Meanwhile, Geralf...
Why does it have to be? It's okay.
Geralf, bereft of a weapon, just results to taking advantage of the terrain and yelling and letting his voice echo off the walls to disorient the lizards.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And
so
with that strong hit, can we end the fight?
Yeah.
We win the fight regardless.
Oh, cool.
By way of battle, yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's +2 momentum. Cool.
We did it. +2 momentum.
Yay.
We did it.
Cool. Conclude, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Hit the funny button.
And the lizard challenge is done.
Defeated.
Thank goodness.
We now return to your game, already in progress.
That's what, 2? No, we already added that when we got here.
Yeah, we marked the progress at the start.
Ugh. So the lizards, what lizards remain, go streaking off into the dark. You know, whew. I tell you, Lizards, man.
Fucking lizards.
Really nastier than you'd expect. I didn't think they'd be so
Boy.
aggressive.
Their little venomous bites. And ugh, I hate this. And I just start, like, scrubbing up my like, breastplate, like, just scrubbing at the fucking lizard blood on it.
I think we made it without too many scratches, but... has anyone got something I can use to swing at him?
We've got the pickaxe head that you found.
I don't think that'll be too effective. All right, and he sort of pounds his fist into his hand.
Well, we got more than that. I'm sure. Let's cast around. See.
Could make you an improvised flail with some rope and the pickaxe head.
That's very
We
funny.
could probably just spend supply,
Probably, yeah.
right?
That seems like reasonable, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Although, let me do... I am an improviser after all.
You are an improviser.
So, I think there is a move for checking gear, right?
I think so.
Yep, check your gear and delve moves.
Nice. Okay, I can see if I brought it back up open, but let's see if that lines up first with what this is. When I check to see if I have a specific helpful item and I have at least +1 supply, I roll plus supply.
Oh, fantastic.
Excellent.
I think in this case, I am, to note, an improviser, so I'll use that with my wits instead. So instead of looking to his packs, Geralt kind of examines the grounds around to see if there's been something useful that's been discarded somewhere amongst the edge of the cliff or thereabouts.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do the wits. That's a strong hit. Okay.
Hell yeah.
I have it, and I get +1 momentum. Very nice. So I'm back to +3, and I've got a weapon back in hand. I think what he gets is that hammer, while it was nice, he pulls out a spear instead and goes, I think this one's staying in my hands.
I believe that might be wise.
It's incredible that you were able to have that in your pack and we didn't see it until you brought it out.
That too,
Ooh.
yeah. I mean, maybe it folds up. Maybe it's like a collapsing one where it's got some sort of spring inside.
Oh, but I've seen TikToks about how those are actually not as strong as they make themselves out to be.
Just don't question the ingenuity of a shock copper, and we'll leave it at that.
All right.
Fine dwarven engineering.
Mm-hmm.
He'll sort of twist the shaft to lock it in place.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I think, Sigurd, you should take the lead for this next one. Let us cool our heads a little.
All right.
Sort of grunt in agreement. Like, fine.
Are you sure? Because I've been told that people here don't answer to me.
Take the fucking lead. I still don't answer to you.
A lizard chasm.
All right.
Lizard chasm. It's a beautiful map.
To take a screenshot.
All right. I'm gonna delve with my wits.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty canny guy. And you can't delve with heart, unfortunately.
Fair.
You can't delve with iron either, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Last time we did this, I think it was around this way.
Ooh. Whew.
That is a miss.
That's a 4 against an 8 and a 9.
That's bad.
That's
I have
bad.
good momentum, but not that good. Ooh, but it's time
To
my
check the
friends.
theme card.
Yeah, we're actually using the terrain. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
All right, our theme is okay. So it looks like it's a D30
Nice.
as far as I can tell.
Yep, I see a D30.
Okay. Let's see what we get.
Yep.
15. Oh, fantastic. A denizen reveres an ancient power.
Oh,
Ooh, hello.
okay.
Corey, would you like to tell us about the zealots that you had come up with earlier?
Yeah, okay. I think this is one of the nasty types, right?
This is a danger.
Okay.
Whether it's a danger I mean, it's a danger. It's a risky situation.
Okay, I think I know what this is then. Let's leave this ambiguous for the moment. I think what it is the shouting, the lizards, the combat, the hammer especially, has disturbed something below. I think that where that hammer landed is right smack dab in sort of a makeshift altar, upon which many of our kin had crowded around. Ones that have chosen to walk themselves into the depths of the earth. We don't know the significance of it yet, but there's an uproar. The hammer that Geralt threw that went wide has cracked that altar in twain. And since it fell from such a high height and since it's so heavy. And I think that what's happening of that is something that we just kind of tend to discount when we're on the surface, right? When we're in Oakerhold, when we're not here among the rocks, the stones, the depths. A sort of bellowing comes from deep within at this sign, at this place of worship being cleft in two. And those that were gathered around the altar are starting to answer to that bellow.
Well.
Oh boy.
Doesn't sound good.
All right.
That
I think we
sounds-
might want to. I think we might want to giddy up.
I believe you may be correct.
Okay.
So unfortunately, didn't progress, but I think we could probably just do this as a danger move.
Yeah, I think it's a danger.
An adventure move.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Geralt will actually raise a hand here. What he'll do is he'll hop off of his mount, sort of pull the reins down to drag it lower to the ground, raise just a calloused finger to his lips in sort of that universal sign for quiet, and dim his lantern to just the barest flicker of light as he starts to slink into the shadows to try and slip away from the coming clamor and lead everyone with him.
I was about to be like, are you just like leaving us here?
No, he's not peacing out. So with that, he will use... Hang on, let me get back to it. He will face danger with deception, stealth, or trickery. So, let's have a look-see at how that works. Face the danger. That is a weak hit, an 8 against a 10 and a 4. Ah, that's a really high die. Okay, so for this...
Yeah, we've been getting some bad luck with these challenge dice.
Yeah, I say, they're quite high.
Yeah.
We've underestimated this place. On a weak hit, we succeed, but face a troublesome cost. So I get to choose one of the following. Delayed, lose advantage, or face a new danger. We suffer -1 momentum. Tired or hurt, endure 1 harm. Dispirited or afraid, endure 1 stress. Or sacrifice resources and suffer -1 supply. I think Geralt is experiencing fight or flight. I think he is stressed out by this. That great big bellow put something of a fear in the pit of his gut. So let's see here. When we endure stress, when you face mental shock or despair, we suffer -spirit equal to the foe's rank or as appropriate to the situation. If it's 0, then we suffer -momentum equal to any remaining -spirit. Then roll +spirit or +heart, whichever is higher. So I suffer, I believe, 1 here, right? So I will reduce my spirit by 1.
All right.
To 4. But my spirit is still higher than my heart. So now I get to endure stress, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here we go. Endure. I have rolled a 10. However, the challenge dice meet me with a 10 and a 3. So it's a weak hit.
Christ.
On a weak hit, I press on. I don't get anything for it. I don't lose anything for it. But we just pass through.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. Oh, boy. All right. Did it, that bellowing, did that sound like, what did that sound like to you?
Sounded like something great within the earth that was not happy with what happened.
Well, I was afraid that was what it sounded like.
Sounded like a worm to me.
Do the people worship worms down here? I haven't heard such rumors before, but I could see it happening.
I mean, they're drawn to great wealth, aren't they?
Maybe they hope to steal a bit of his wealth in return, or they pay it for protection.
Perhaps.
I think it's not a worm. I think it's the earth itself.
Ooh. Perhaps. Like an earthquake.
Or something greater around in the stones.
What could possibly be in the stones?
Well, those that came before. You think everyone wanted to exit the earth?
You have a point. You have a point.
Sigurd, what do you think?
About what's that?
About that great big yell we heard.
I think that that's not something that we would like to tangle with. We're not a military. We're a get in, get out kind of crew.
Here, here. Sort of clang my axe against my breastplate.
Ah, here. Jareth looks significantly less sure as he puts his fist to his chest.
Do we want to continue to delve?
Yeah, let's get us further down.
All right. You want to give it another go?
Do we want to delve depths or discover a site?
That's a
I
good
guess
point.
the site that we're currently...
We're in the site.
We're in the site, so yeah, I guess we're just going to continue to delve the depths.
Yeah, I think I've let us out, so I think I'll try to do a little more peeking around to see if I can't find us a better path. So, wits it is. That gets us. Oop, scroll.
Good.
Another
God.
weak hit. That's a 9 and an 8 against a 9. That's not the worst, though.
It's not the worst, but hot damn.
Okay, so since I'm dealing with wits, let's reveal a danger, shall we? Or no, roll on the following table, so I gotta roll a D100.
Mm-hmm.
D100 coming up. Man, I'm getting stressed. 15 on the dice.
Nice.
For a 15 with wits, I mark progress and reveal a danger.
Ooh,
So that's 2 more progress for us.
reveal
that's
danger.
While I'm revealing a danger, I have to ask, what's the sort of time scale that we're moving through this place on?
I would say I'll let you mark the thing. I would say probably hours to days.
Yeah.
I said at the beginning that it was going to take us a week, but that might have been travel to and from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, another one. It's 33 for checking the domain card.
Ooh.
Cool. Okay.
So our domain is cavern.
Yes, it is. Okay, so that'll be 31 to 45, D15?
That's I don't know. That's weird.
Well, let's see how the book writes it. Envision the danger or roll on the following table. Yeah, I guess there is some benefit to this that we could envision it another way if we so needed. So I may be able to choose regardless. Oh, I see. Much like pay the price, you can choose to simply introduce a danger that's good fit for the current situation. If a dramatic outcome springs to mind, immediately go with it. Otherwise, you can put it in the hands of fate and roll on the included danger table. When we make an oracle roll on this table, the potential result spans 3 locations. 1 to 30, the danger table on the theme card, 31 to 45, the danger table on the domain card, and 46 to 100 is found within the table of the move itself. So, I think in this case... So, the danger then is that a denizen lairs here.
A lot of denizens.
We're finding a lot of people underneath the earth, it turns out.
Turns out there's a lot of people under
we
here.
thought that this place was quiet. This place is hopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
does
hot.
appear to be popping.
And I think what it is we go not exactly frying pan to fire, but from burner to burner at least. I think we lose the cultists, but in exchange for that, the air is thick with spores. There's something lurking out there. We don't immediately know what, but this is not a safe area. I think we could declare another... We could do progress, right, for this one? Or would it be facing more danger?
Yeah, we still mark progress for it.
Right. And then I think in this case we face danger again, yeah?
Yeah.
So we've now gotten 6 progress on our clock.
Yeah.
On our
It's a 10
quest clock.
It's like a 10 block clock.
Well, so the thing is, it's the clock is the clock. The bar is always 10, but it's the thing that changes is how many pips or hash marks do we get when we mark progress. The more difficult it is, the less we get.
Yep.
Got it.
And that's what makes it longer or harder.
I see. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got the spores. They're not.
Yeah.
We're not being attacked by myconids just yet, but we have wandered into their zone.
Their territory, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Geralt has to cover his mouth with a handkerchief,
Yeah.
lest he inhale some and begin coughing.
Yeah. Bosda's already like, I guess.
All right, man.
She pulls out, another handkerchief. Really dirty. She does not wash her handkerchiefs. It's real gross.
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah.
Bosda, don't you have a breather?
Perhaps.
He pulls out a little mask, like a rebreather mask.
Yeah, that's fair, I think.
That's fair, yeah.
Geralt would struggle. I think it was an initial reaction situation. Now he's sort of patting around his pockets to get that out from one of his built sort of sections. Secure it on his face.
I dig into my saddlebags, rummage around for a while coughing, dig into the other saddlebag, rummage around for a while, and finally pull out the breather mask and put it on. And it's there's a rude gesture in the
Sigurd?
Yeah, in Sigurd's direction.
A little bit of the brows down,
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Since I've led us into this, does someone else want to face this danger?
Sure. I mean, part of it is I would think the danger, the enduring through the Myconid Fog, but so I can roll iron, which I have good at.
Yeah, charging through, I assume.
Yeah, simply enduring the fog.
I simply would not breathe. Smile.
I got a miss.
That's an 8 against an 8 and a 9 on the challenge dice. That's a miss.
On a miss, you fail and your progress is undermined by a dramatic and costly turn of events. Pay the price. I'm separated from something or someone.
Oh.
Oh boy, so I become separated from the rest of the crew in the Myconid Fog.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's no good.
That's not good.
Oh boy.
So yeah, in the ensuing fog, perhaps... Oh dear. I don't know how to, mechanically get this... Oh, this is the Lizard Chasm. We're a few behind on our map.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's fair. I'll amend accordingly.
Yeah. But, Bosda is separated from the rest of the crew. Yeah, so now we have to, waste time, basically, trying to find each other again.
I think we lose some progress as a result of that.
Yeah.
Do we?
Or at least we don't make any progress. It says, you fail or your progress is undermined by a dramatic and costly turn of events.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we get lost in the mushroom fog, lost in the sauce.
That's no good.
No good at
No
all.
good at all. I'm gonna turn on my lantern, which we've mostly just been going with Geralt's. Let us see. Asda.
There's a very faint. Where have you gone? Oh shit! I just completely blew out my audio there.
Where have you gone?
All right, just stay where you are. We'll find you.
I pull out my lantern and light it. Do you see it off in the distance, or there's no?
I'm gonna head into the fog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab Geralt as I do, so we don't get separated. I'm gonna face this danger with loyalty and courage.
It'll be a hand on the shoulder situation. Nice.
That is a
Nice.
strong hit. I take 1 momentum, and we make our way together.
A 7 on a 5 and 5.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Sigurd, ever the leader.
It's about that you see us coming out of the fog towards you. There you are. All right. Come on. If we're going to be going through this, let's link up.
I roll my eyes, but I go, that's fair, it's fair. Maybe we like tie our mounts together. We don't get separated.
I think that's good.
I tie the mount onto the train that we've got behind Geralf.
Mm-hmm. There we are.
There we go.
All right. Now, careful. 1 step at a time. And let's try to get out of this.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you want me to lead the way, or?
I think that's a good idea, yeah.
You're already at the head of the train. Just go.
Basta. It's gonna be okay.
I know we're under some stress. Let's get to somewhere safe.
All right. Once more with courage. See about finding our way out of here.
Once more into the breach.
Once more into the breach, indeed. You must.
6 against a 9 and a 7. If only we had momentum to burn these things away.
I've got enough momentum to burn the 7.
True.
Nice.
That's probably good. So, let me just check to see what happens on a weak hit again. On a weak hit, we can succeed, but face a troublesome cost. So, we could...
let's sacrifice some supply.
I think that's a good idea.
I think that's a good idea, yeah.
So we all go down to a +4 in supply.
But we do make our way out of the Myconid Fog.
We're free. Where do we end up?
Let's find out. You want to delve, roll a new delve?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think that's good. Hit it.
All right. Let's see what I get. From one into another. God damn. And I've used I've burned my reset momentum.
Ugh.
38. What's the domain card of 38?
Flooding.
Great.
So we come across a we've been here before. This lake was not here before.
Oh.
Well, that's a problem. What is Boz's voice? It's all over the place. Who knows?
It's fine.
Is she Scottish? Is she not?
Vaz is figuring herself out on this journey.
She truly is.
The flooded vein. Yeah, I think it's like Geralf is like turning his map upside down and right side up, and left and right, and going, "Oh, well, the company is going to need to know about this route."
What route?
Well, the lack of route.
Yeah, I'd say that this route is well and truly fucked.
Suppose something must have come loose, or maybe someone knocked a rock aside, and now we're all full up. But you don't think it's filled in where we need to go, do you?
I hope not.
Tell you what. I think I'm gonna get funny. Do we want to make this a long-term obstacle?
Sure.
Or,
What is the mechanics of this?
like, the same one for battling the lizards, I think, is another challenge of you, right? Or would it just be danger again?
I think it could be a challenge.
Yeah, let's do a challenge.
Alright, let's do a challenge.
And I'll say the flooded vein. Out across. Okay. Here we are again, on our own. Okay. Sorry, I have to look through the delve moves again, just to make sure I remember how this goes. We did it earlier. Okay. I think this is for adventure moves and such, right?
This is for what?
Or rather, hang on, I'm attempting to remember how to get through this challenge specifically. It's not combat this time. It's a little different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, imagine it's still like marking progress as we go.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm going to do a spell.
A spell.
I think it's time to invoke. So, a great river running through one of the veins of the cradle of the earth. Seems like a really good time to invoke some spirits. So, Gareth will consider the situation, the fact that we don't exactly have a boat and that we're on moles that probably won't swim well, and will sort of lower his pack and start digging through it. And as he does, he pulls out sort of books and scripture and starts flipping on through. So here he is reading and starting to, like a sort of chant, as he waves his arms around, or his free arm around at least, to try and draw forth some of the strength of the water. So when he consumes the mystical essence of his surroundings, he can roll plus wits. On a strong hit, he'll add the value of the action to the essence track, of which I have 0 to 6. I can get a maximum of 6. And then I can secure an advantage or face danger plus that essence die to create minor mystical effects or illusions. So, let's do the wits roll. That's a weak hit, but I rolled a 6. So, I add 6 to my spirit track.
Ooh.
The value of my action die, in other words. Then I can secure an advantage. However, I also endure 2 stress, because in capturing these energies is harrowing. So I'm reducing my spirit to 2. And I'm going to endure some stress. No modifier. That's a strong hit.
Woo.
An 8 against a 3 and a 7. Nice. So when I get a strong hit, I can shake it off. If my spirit's greater than 0, I can suffer -1 momentum in exchange for +1 spirit. Or I could embrace the darkness for +1 momentum. I think I'm going to shake it off. I'm going to lose a little momentum. So I'll be back down to 2. But I'll have a spirit of 3 instead. And now, what I'm going to do is, I think it'll be securing an advantage. Or, I think it'll be facing danger. So, what he's doing is, as he waves his hands and as he incants this sort of ritual, there is a sort of still path as the water almost transparently stays still, and he steps forward, trying to cross across the flooded vein, just on his feet. So I'm going to face the danger with essence and roll a +6. So I'm going to use my wits just to base it off that and roll a mod of +3, since my wits is that. And that gives me an action score of 10. A strong hit against a 4 and a 5. Nice. And I'll take +1 momentum on top of that.
So what does this look like diegetically?
I think as he walks, his steps, the boots, like the water slakes off of his boots, but it solidifies, not in a way as of ice, but as if the water itself is held still, sort of pressing upwards in such a way as to return equal force to everyone as they walk. And for him, he's focusing and singing and waving somatically to try and continue the trend as they go across. So I'll take a 3 progress for that. So he's leading the path, but how's everyone else doing?
I look a little... Bazza's definitely, a little, wide-eyed, a little bit... Doesn't trust the magic so much, but is following.
Nice.
As best as she can. Are we bringing our steeds with us, or are we leaving them behind at this point?
We might need to leave them behind just to be, out of care for their own safety.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If we were to try and take them across, we need to try and take them back.
It's true.
Okay. So that's Geralf's sort of help at crossing the vein.
I have no idea what I could possibly do to help us, except, I guess... Okay, that was That was a really good and helpful thing that you just did. I guess.
So what's the situation that we're at right now?
Crossing the flooded vein, we're currently walking up atop the water.
Oh, atop the water?
Yeah.
Well, then at this point it's just about navigating, right?
Yep.
It's about finding the right way through.
Yeah, and admittedly, singing and canting and gesturing is not the best state for navigating.
It's true. So,
Okay.
one of us is left to navigate then. That's okay. I would say that this might be... What I might be able to do is securing an advantage here is just with, endurance again. Like, assess the situation, make preparations, or attempt to gain leverage. Is that what we're doing here? I guess we're just, facing danger at this point.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Not really an
So on the other hand, this would boost a move, but not a progress one.
Yeah. That's true, yeah. So yeah, I guess, endurance, just, making it all the way across this, huge-ass lake. We all will need to endure. Weak hit.
Okay. 881.
I'm gonna take, suffer from a 1 momentum, so go down to 3. We're trudging along, it's not easy going for some reason. The water is it's difficult to get our footing on it, where it's anytime you lose your focus for a little bit, someone's foot slips under the water for a second. So it's definitely not a pleasant stroll.
Yeah, I would describe it almost have you ever had the sensation of or seen sort of someone walking across a bridge of hands situation?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what this water is doing for us right now.
All right, then I'm gonna. So what you're just forging ahead,
yeah.
Basta. I'm gonna secure an advantage as well, which is that I'm gonna back up Geralf. I've been listening to the song, the chant, and I start da, 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 echoing you.
Mm-hmm.
And keeping you in rhythm and keeping you in time to keep the thing. And I'm doing this to aid you.
Okay.
So I'm going to get a bonus, a +1 to this roll. And I'm doing it with charm and loyalty. And you will get the results of the move.
Gotcha.
But I will add a +1 and gain 1 momentum for doing so.
Okay.
As long as I hit. Boom.
Oh, strong hit. 10 against a 2 and a 9.
Strong hit.
That's beautiful.
So I'm going to take a momentum, and you can either take 2 momentum or make another move and add a +1.
Okay. I think I'll face danger with my continued wits. So, this is a chant that goes for a while, and I kind of need to find refrains and repeats as we go through, so as to not lose the thread of the song as we go.
Mm-hmm.
So, just a little bit of quick thinking on the feet as we face more danger. That's a weak against a 10 and a 1. So, for facing, I believe successful, but another consequence. I think as we're walking, and as his footing continues to be unsure, I think he momentarily slips. And with this, because he's controlling how the water reacts and responds to us as we walk across, something bends the way it shouldn't as he gets back into position to continue. His throat cuts for a moment as he struggles to get back onto tune. So I will take 1 harm and endure harm. And I'll roll with health, because I have +4 of it.
Nice.
That's a weak hit, an 8 against a 10 and a 4. I believe this will work the same way that Endure Stress is, where I just keep on going. Yep, on a weak hit, I press on.
All right, I help you, kind of get your footing back, and I'm all right, come on. We're almost there.
Yeah, we can see by this point the other shore. We're almost to the end of the vein. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Hell yeah. Just continue to face danger and press on?
Yeah, here's a thought. Are there any threats on the other shore?
God, I hope not.
I sure do hope not.
Be unideal.
I think it'd be good to keep an eye out for them, at least.
It's true. Yeah, so let's just...
We could just reach your destination for
Also true. We're pretty
roll
far along.
challenge dice. Yeah, we're pretty much full on this
It's true.
clock.
True.
Let's find out if the situation in our destination favors us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna go to the progress clock and we're gonna hit conclude.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
Strong hit.
9 against an 8 and a 6.
For once, we got a good one.
Yeah, we did.
We take +1 momentum as we arrive on the other end of the flooded vein.
Yeah.
And like it all starts like flowing normal again as I pull out a water skin to help your sore throat.
He'll accept it graciously and then offer some over to Buzda.
That'll do, bud. That'll fucking do.
Take a swig and offer it back to you.
Right. Good. We made it. Shall we break for a moment?
Yeah, let's have a bit of repast.
Yeah. All right. We did it. We got through the flooded vein. What is our next move?
I think we got about 2 more pips to go through. And then we'll have made it to our objective.
Did we fill in the pips for the flooded vein yet?
Yes.
Okay.
We can always locate our objective
Very true.
by rolling against the clock.
Mm.
But I think one more delve.
Yeah.
To see if we can get closer, make sure that we're like already there, is a good check.
Yep.
Good.
Give us a good edge without having us force it all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who wants to do the last delve? I haven't taken one in a while.
Yeah, I think Bozda can do it.
All right. Edge or shadow are pretty much equal, so roll with edge.
Are you feeling a little subtle after all of our trials and tribulations? Or are you still going to press on hardcore?
All right. Rolling that delve.
Hit us with a delve. Nice. And it's a strong hit.
Nice.
So an 8 against a 2
hit.
into 4.
Hell yeah.
So while you're at it, looks like you can find an opportunity.
Find an opportunity. The terrain favors you, or we find a hidden path.
Wow.
Ooh. I like the idea of finding, like, on the other side of this river, or on the other side of this flooded vein, because we're now so much higher up than we would have been after crossing this, like, chasm area. The original entrance was down below in the chasm, but we find a different secret entrance up above this sort of, this water-filled chasm that leads us into that leads us much more quickly into where where our objective should be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And on a strong hit, we delve deeper, mark progress, and find an opportunity.
Yes, which was the roll.
Which was the roll there, yeah. Just making sure there wasn't anything else to do there.
Yeah, as a result of that, we can also take +1 momentum, or we can do a move. But I think we're about ready to get the Rock of Ages.
It's time to locate our objective.
Pick up our fucking rock.
Yeah.
When our exploration of a site comes to an end, roll the challenge dice and compare to your progress. Momentum is ignored on this roll.
Okay. Who wants to hit the button?
I will hit the button.
Hit the button.
Zach will hit the button.
Zach will hit the button. A weak hit.
It is a weak hit.
Okay.
Which another D10. Another 10 on the D10. Crikey.
It is. The dice just love us today. So on a weak hit, we locate our objective but face an unforeseen hazard or complication and envision what we find. I think I have a pretty good idea of this one.
Take it.
From earlier, we had those cultists that we dodged, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I think that they scrambled back to this first stone, to their holy site that we're just cleaving some from, to try and ensure its safety and to sort of deal with the great bellow that came from the earth earlier. Probably a really good time to figure out whether they're hostile or not.
Mm-hmm.
But
do we want to just 50-50 Oracle dice it?
yeah, I think that's a good thing to do, because frankly speaking, we don't know if they're just more stressed out about this or if they're pissed. Yeah.
Oracle dice. Are they hostile? No.
No. Okay.
Woo!
Well, hot damn.
So, I think they're probably then frazzled, right? Like, they've just had something come from high above, just smack their altar into half, and then now they've come to this to try and make amends to their object of worship. And we come across this, and now we're faced with the rather awkward task of asking them if it's fine if we take some of their holy rock back home with us.
Maybe we pull out the scroll that has the orders on there. Bazda reaches into her stuff, her bags, pulls out one of those scrolls from our boss, just walks up to the nearest cultist and hands it to them.
Bazda, I think I got it.
No, listen, I got it, trust me.
I don't think you've got it.
What is the cult? Somebody gets to decide what does this cultist do. They're not hostile.
Let me hit you with something then. It sounds like you're trying to compel them.
It does indeed sound like I'm trying to compel them, yeah. Alright.
How do you think you're doing this? Because you've got a few different ways. You can be trying.
I'm gonna roll. This is definitely threatening or inciting. I'm also still holding my axe, which means that I get the promise of violence to compel or secure an advantage, add +1, and take -1 momentum on a hit. Okay. So,
Goodness.
I walk up, I hand them a scroll we have a mission here. We're here to take some of that. Not all of it. You can keep most of it. It's a pretty big rock, but, we've been sent here on a task and we're not leaving without it. We can't.
We get another 10 on the challenge dice. Really,
it's happening to almost every time. It's crazy.
We're really getting it all over the place. So on the weak hit, we can do it. They'll do what you want or share what they know. You can take +1 momentum. If you use this exchange to gather information, you can make that move now and add +1. However, they ask something of us in return, so we got to figure out what they want, or ask the Oracle if we're not sure. What could these cultists want of us in exchange for cleaving off a piece of their holy rock?
Well, I got an idea for you.
Shoot.
An offer. We're going to take this shard of this first stone. We're going to take it over to our church up in Oakerhold. If you want to make sure it's done right, if you want to learn our ways and maybe impart yours, why don't you send a missionary with us?
We have to escort them back, in other words.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
It'll be fine.
I feel like that sounds pretty reasonable.
Yeah, escort a weird rock zealot to the surface.
We got weird rock zealots up there, too.
We're bringing these to the weird rock zealots,
It could be that you find a lot of common ground.
Moi?
Not you. Them. I was just smiling because it was, common ground, like the stone.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
That's very funny.
Yeah, it's
very good.
See, I'm a funny guy. That's my thing.
Okay. The thing was stealing my fucking wife. Anyways,
that Boston. It's not a thing to be stolen.
Stolen her heart.
Maybe you should think about what it was that lost you that heart, instead of blaming others.
Yeah, no, can't relate. Don't understand what you're saying. Anyways, let's move on. Let's take this rock guy with us.
Yeah, let's think about this perhaps after we've We've extracted ourselves from the crowd.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's get going.
Preferably over drinks. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. How the heck do we get out of here now that we've gotten all the way up here?
It's a great question.
There's a move for that. That move is escape the depths.
Let's escape the depths.
Oh boy.
With our new friend and companion in tow.
When we flee or withdraw from a site, consider the situation and your approach. We can find the fastest way out for edge, steel ourselves against the horrors of this place for heart, fight our way out for iron, retrace our steps or locate an alternate path with wits, or keep out of sight with shadow.
Geralt, I think... it's not Geralt. Geralf. I think we're going to need your eyes to sleuth out the best way, because we have... our path has been circuitous, and it has been long, and I don't think we want to retrace every part of it.
I would agree. I think it's time to look into the other routes. Hopefully I can find something. We'll see how lucky we get.
We got it.
Okay. Let's escape. Let's leave with my wits. He'll bring up his map. He's looking over it, poring over it with his magnifying glasses, trying to make sure he's got a full sight of it with a lantern based on everything we've seen so far. That is a weak hit, a 6 against a 6 and a 4. So
You don't happen to have 6 momentum, do you?
No, I wish. I
have 6 momentum, but I don't think I can help.
I've got 4 momentum. If only I could cancel out the 4. On a weak hit, we find our way up, but the place exacts its price. I can choose 1. I'm weary or wounded. The experience leaves me shaken. That's harm and stress. I'm delayed and it costs me. I leave behind something important. I face a new complication as you emerge from the depths. Or a denizen plots their revenge.
I think facing a new complication is kind of fits what we've already established.
Yep.
Which is that these guys, this church down there and the church up here, are not going to see eye to eye, at least not to begin with.
No, yeah.
I think that's completely fair, yeah. I think we've agreed to bring a heretic to the surface.
We have indeed.
And that's not going to go well for us.
Well, that's tomorrow Bazda's problem.
That is tomorrow Bazda's problem. And tomorrow for Geralt, and for Sigurd as well, I think.
Oh boy.
But I think that's it. I think we extract from the site, unsure footing all the way, but since we're carting along someone who's not ready for this, find some way to collect our steeds so they aren't just abandoned in the dark, and drag ourselves back to at least the mouth of the cave. So, how does this complication pay out when we just bring a zealot right into our company? How does this look for us? What's the problem here?
I love the idea of us just, like, sitting in this, like, little tiny bureaucratic hellhole, like, with someone just wearing, like, a burlap sack of, like, crazy hair, mushrooms growing out of them, like, just truly the most, like, out-of-place person that they could possibly be in our tiny little bureaucratic office of recovery.
That's right, and I think I know what it is. They've come here to spread the word, but a mission is no good without its flock, right? So I think what happens is, we shake hands immediately at the moment. Everyone gets what they need to. The first stone, the fragment of it, gets passed off to our Church of the Fallen Star. But I think that missionary comes back with more. And I think we have a battle of faith coming upon our hands.
Well,
that's for tomorrow.
I'll be honest. I was never a religious man, so
yeah, me neither.
We'll see how this shakes.
Let the churches fight their battles. But for now, we drink.
Woo!
Woo!
And we made no interpersonal progress whatsoever.
Unfortunately.
But it was fun, and that's what's important.
Mm-hmm.
That is what's important.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Wait, you're using the rock. How? we're putting it on the altar. No, but you're doing it wrong. It's on the altar wrong. You have to put it this way. It's like, no, that's
not how we do it.
They're squabbling. It's minor for now, but
But one day this will break out into an all-out holy war.
Yeah, the tenants just start...
Not our problem, though.
Nope, not yet. Not until it starts taking over Oakerhold.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
I think that is a wonderful place to wrap.
That is a wonderful place to wrap. Thank you everyone for listening. This has been
Sworn Delve.
Follow the Leader. Once again, you can find us on Twitter at FTLcast, on Tumblr at FTLcast, and on Patreon at patreon.com/FTLcast. Once again, I have been Sam. You can find me on Tumblr at SassyTale, and you can find my art and my work at www.samkalo.art. And playing with me, we have had Zach.
Hello, I'm Zach. You can find me on Twitter at OffSkinandGod. You can find the music I make at IamBugbear.bandcamp.com. You can find me on Blue Sky at Zachary Olson. And follow there for news about writing and stuff. I got one published in Beneath Useless Skies. That's cool.
Yeah. Cheers, folks. And I have been Corey. Again, you can find me on cohost.org/missingin. It's been a pleasant time. Look forward to more. Always fun.
All right, let's clap on...
Hi, it's August, and I just wanted to thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed us, please consider leaving a rating on your podcast platform of choice, telling your friends about us, or tweeting about us using the FTLcast hashtag. We are also part of a nonprofit podcasting guild called Standing Stones Productions. We do a variety of shows, including The Room Where It Happened and Dumb Kids Playing Hero, 2 actual play shows, and a Steven Universe discussion podcast called Gay Space Rocks. We also do live streams at twitch.tv/StandingStonesProd. You can keep up with everything that we do on Twitter at Stones_Standing. Unfortunately, Standing Stones was already taken. Your support means a lot. Thanks again!